championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
Renegade, renegade, renegade,
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brady now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Malik Jackson busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Brady going to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Penny, a first down carry. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Brady now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now it's Jackson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green!
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Darnold. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Darnold now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That throw by Brady incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Brady. He's got a man, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now they can't bring him down. This complete to Henry over the middle. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Sims on the run. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit! Check 50! Check 50! No! Check! Patriot! Patriot! Banjo!
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, and
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Brady now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Sims. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now Brady. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Gone! Now let's go! Green, 39!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hassan Reddick coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Detroit! Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9.
Here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now Darnold. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again is Darnold. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Seferian-Jenkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. He's moving, boys, moving.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Let's go, D. Hold the look. Hold.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Detroit! Set! 319! Detroit!
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run again with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Darnold. He'll check this one off to Fournette. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Darnold on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He's going to air one out. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking long for Westbrook. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back near his goal line, here's Brady. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the... afternoon.
Let's get it.
Brady now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And that's complete to Jesse James. And now look at him go. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Regular.
He's going to get it running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now this time, Brady will throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Set! Green 39!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Gone!
Darnold. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
Darnold now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jones now back to the air on 2nd down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking side.